So right now we're in the middle of Mains 2026 examination. And when these papers are coming out, if you're a 2027 aspirant, or if you fail, if you're going to give the exam for the first time in 2027, or even if you repeat, or like if you're attempting for the 2027, right, and you've not written mains before, you're going to do what everybody does generally. You'll open the PDF, all right, you'll scroll through the questions, and somewhere around question 4 or 5, you would say that, okay, I can do it. Ye mujhse ho jayega. All right, you're being really generous to yourself. And I just want to talk to that generous side of yours. So here's what happens, like really on the other side of what your generous thinking and ho jayega wali opinion pe, what happens that every year aspirants read the mains paper, the day it drops. You recognize the topics also, they've read about most of them. Polity questions will look familiar, the GST economic questions probably will ring a bell. And you've made notes also, so you'll think that, okay, I can do it. And what happens is that that recognition would always feel like readiness, but it isn't. Because reading a question takes you 8 seconds, writing a good answer to it will take at least 8 minutes. And between those numbers is everything that you need to understand. All right. Can you find the demand of the question when you're doing it? Okay. At how much time are you going to, write 5 questions, 10 questions, 20 questions? And what does it feel that in that end 40 minutes or 45 minutes? These questions probably are unfamiliar, but later on, when you try these PYQs, you start getting familiar because you've read it so many times. Right now, these questions are fresh. So you also in a situation that how it would feel like on a D-Day. So it nothing of that would get tested if you're just doing it or just reading a PDF. So what happens that people carry a completely untested belief about their own ability for an entire year. And they only discover the truth in one place where, that discovery is the most expensive, is that when you're actually going to sit the paper, okay, or probably a complete year has passed, you still have a lot of time till December, and we say that you have to be mains ready by December, and you have that time. And I watched this happen to a lot of good students. The gap between I know this and I can write this in 8 minutes is completely different. And that is a major gap that you need to fill before December, because assuming that you have to start preparing for the prelims examination, you have to go into the dominate prelims mode from the January, right? So what we're doing to solve that and basically bring you out of that inertia as well is that we're conducting shadow mains from 24th of August, 24th, 25th, and 26th. And we're completely simulating it based on the mains examination, the timing, and it's going to be conducted online and offline. It's just exactly going to be the same as the mains examination. It's very simple. We'll take the actual UPSC Mains 2026 question paper, the real ones, the ones that are being written now, and you sit and write them on real UPSC timings also in proper exam conditions. All right, not under the comfort of your library, not like sitting inside your room, but with a clock ticking. Okay, 3 hours, these blank sheets, and you have to do it. Now, a normal test series is like somebody's guess at what UPSC might ask, but actually writing the paper, the real mains paper, where the solutions and you do not have the comfort with that paper, will give you an understanding that where is that content gap, that ability and skill gap, so that you can take the next step. Apart from that, what we're also doing that once you've written the papers, you have the chance or you have the opportunity to have one-to-one session with our experienced mentors. A Smash Mains mentor will actually help you identify the gaps. What is your unique writing style? What was the demand of the paper? And give you a heads up as to how you should be utilizing these coming months, and make sure that you reach a benchmark where you can cross 450 plus marks in the GS papers, because that is what is required to get a good rank in the PSC examination. This is going to be conducted offline and online both. To register for the same, the link is in the description. And now here's what I know exactly what a lot of you are thinking, and I want to address it directly, is that because you're thinking my syllabus is not complete. This is very important, and I'm sure a lot of student will say that my syllabus is not complete. So should I be actually even giving this, right? But the problem here, it is more important for you, right? Your ethics is untouched, fine. You'll embarrass yourself, fine. Start ugly. If you feel unprepared, that is exactly why you should come, because you're not coming here to score well. Okay, let me repeat that. You're not coming here to score well. Nobody's expecting a 2027 aspirant in August to write a 450 level paper. That's not the goal. And if it's that how you're measuring this, you've misunderstood the whole exercise of shadow means. You're coming here to measure the distance, to find out concretely with evidence that how far you currently are from where you need to be. And there is this inertia, or probably a kind of a procrastination that happens once you actually sit for the exam like this. You'll understand, you'll also feel very motivated. You get the right strategy with the one-to-one mentor session, and this creates a huge difference between somebody who's actually taking action and who's just scrolling the PDF like everybody else is. Vaguely you think that thoda aur padhna hai, precisely you find out I can only sustain quality for 11 answers. All right, my introduction each 2 minutes each, I have no examples ready. These are the things that you need to understand and learn. Also, your strengths and weaknesses come out very clearly. How much time do you need, right? How much time do you need to fix those mistakes will be clearly reflected in through these shadow means tests, right? You cannot fix a vague problem. Like if a problem is such that जिसका कोई क्वेश्चन, अगर कोई क्वेश्चन है इस टाइप का जिसका मतलब आप फ्रेम ही नहीं कर पा रहे हो, तो आंसर कैसे होगा? प्रॉब्लम ही क्लियर नहीं है, आपके अंदर क्या इश्यूज आ रहे हैं, अगर वो चीज समझ में ही नहीं आएगी तो फिर आप उसको सॉल्व कैसे करोगे? Right now, bad news in August is free. Bad news in November 2027 will cost you a complete year of your life. So that's why writing the paper is the half of it. From the first, we are going to have Smash Conclave. All right. Once you write this paper, you sit with a mentor. From the 1st September, we're starting this Smash Conclave, where you'll actually understand, and the problems that you'll find out in writing this paper will be solved on those days. Because we'll be deconstructing the entire GS paper question by question, giving you strategies, how to use X factors, what exactly are the micro themes that have been repeated, and we expect them to repeat in the next. How do you actually frame your essays? All right. So, what is the task method? How do you do it? Okay, how do you even develop that thinking style? And that all based on the 2026 mains paper, right? How do you actually, increase, presence of your example, understanding the DAE framework? That is going to be discussed in the Smash Conclave. So, hence, this is a kind of a loop that you have to finish by the end of the August and the start of the September. So you make sure attend the shadow means test, and you also attend the Smash Conclave. And the opportunity here is that you will have the idea, you will sit with a mentor who will discuss all these things with you and give you a very personalized feedback, not a generic feedback that you get from a lot of resources. For that one-to-one feedback, you need to take that action, write the paper itself, find where the gap is, and correct it before it is too late. To register for the same, the link is in the description. Go register. If you have any questions, reach out to us, ask in the comments, and we'll help you out in the best possible manner. All the very best.